Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Subnautica, the Red Plague. We're gonna jump on in here, see if we can find some of this darn, whatever it's called, the flesh. I need the flesh. I need the meat. All right, message. Well, let's see. You gonna give me meat?
This is Life Pod 7.
Nope.
Coordinates
Markiplier life pod. Got it.
Pod is structurally sound, but the
And we need
fabricator's
what's it
bust.
called? We need this thing, I think, and that means we need neutralized flesh ingot. What in the heck is that all about? It is nighttime while it's down here. Oh, you know what? Actually, hello, infected stalker. Since I'm not going to the Aurora for a little bit, let's go ahead and do a little switchy swap over here. And let's, oh, hello. Ooh. It's like a stalker with a really weird eye. Like with an eye head. That's interesting. There's no way that is a stalker. I'm not gonna let that touch me. Bye. That's cool. See, why is there not more cool stuff like that? That's what I'm saying. This mod's all about like, oh, I'm gonna scare the player. I'm gonna make the power flicker. I'm gonna make weird sounds. Like, weird sounds, yes. 100% give me weird sounds. But make them not so often that I get tired of them. Make them, you know, unique and strange sounds that I hear only when I'm like really like tempting fate. You know, that's what's gonna scare me. Small things like PDA notes or whatever, like, you know, the thing glitching out and saying oxygen or like 25% oxygen. Like, that is very clearly not a real thing. I think what the Red Plague would be good at is if you could find a way to like get me to believe that my stuff is acting up, and to do that you got to be somewhat realistic. But if you can do that, you basically win at creating this sense of dread and terror. Okay, well, I don't know where there's another one of these bases. That one doesn't seem to have it, although I should wait a minute. Wait. No, I've definitely scanned this before. What am I doing? Scanner, repair tool. I've definitely scanned that. I need more bone. Get off me. Good lord, they're all after me. Can I not harvest that more than like once? I can get this one. Oh, wow, I'm out. Okay, so there is a limit. Give me that. That explains why I have the little chargy thing. And speaking of chargy thing, we will be we will be heading to the Sparse Reef, which I'm hoping there's more of this creepy stuff there, but also we'll get to the Blood Kelp Trench and get some deep shrooms to charge those. Because it only takes an empty one and some deep shrooms, and that's not hard to do. There's some creepy stuff probably down here, but now that I have the rebreather, oh, that reef back is not reef backing very well. Hey, buddy, you good? Marguerite was 42 when she disappeared, so she is like 55 or something like that in Below Zero. I guess small spoilers for those who haven't played that. If you haven't played Below Zero, you should. It's a good game, and I stand by that and will always stand by that. It may not be the same vibe as Subnautica 1, but Below Zero definitely has its own things that are very cool about it. For one, oh, hello, crab snake. You are a fake crab snake. I thought so. For one, Below Zero has, I won't say the better story, because people don't like the story in that one as much, but I will say I feel like there's more, you know what you're doing. You know what you need to do, you know what you're here for, that type of stuff. Which is nice. Hello. Hello, Trench. We've missed you. Alright, so we have gel sacks, we have some rubies, we have a deep shroom. I need magnetite, which means I need to go down to the... Actually, I have aerogel, but I don't have the magnetite for the thermal plant. That's right, I need to get that. Whoa, that was cool. It was like a jelly ray warper. That was really cool. All right. We still have not found any additional bases. They keep trying to say that it's by the Aurora, around the crash zone. But I can't get super close because of the radiation. So am I literally supposed to be in the crash zone? Like, I don't have a marker. I don't have anything that like tells me if I'm going the right way. There is one thing I want to go search for, and that's going to be going to the first Degassi base, getting the air tank upgrade from that, and then getting some magnetite to be able to make my thermal plant so that I have power. And then, once I have the better air tank, I can come back here to the crash zone of the Aurora and play with the Reapers. Because I'll have power and I will make a bunch of medkits so that I can just spam healing and not have to worry about that. Because despite being near the Aurora crash site, I have not found any additional research bases. And I don't know if that means it's, you know, in Reaper territory behind the Aurora, or if it's like in the bulb zone or something. I don't want to make a Seamoth because it's just going to get targeted by Reapers and destroyed. I'm hoping that down here, since there's some plague stuff, I will find more base components. What is this spire of meat? Are you flesh? Can I get you? No. See, that's the thing. Every time I investigate something like that, I don't get anything from it. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be finding. Yes. Well, tell me that power. I'm still at 150. Do I have power transmitter fragments yet? I don't think I do. Would be... I could just look, like, with the habitat builder. I don't have them, no. But you know what? That's okay, because I'm probably inevitably going to move my base just ever so slightly closer to this anyway. Because I usually do. Crap alarm. I definitely want that.
30 seconds.
This is why the Grand Reef is one of the best base locations. That's why the Grand Reef is one of the best base locations right there. Because you have easy access to things like the drill arm, the grapple arm. Whoa. What the heck was that? Was that a Reaper that just decided to, like, exist? Inverted spadefish? Oh my god. What is that? Inverted spadefish? Thank you for tail. I gotta see about that. Fauna, scavengers and parasites. Plague creations, infested reefback, blisterback. They don't have pictures of it. Aw. This Leviathan class organism has fallen prey to the effects of the red plague bacterium. This creature now bears little resemblance to its original form and has been designated blisterback. The disease seems to have mutated faster than anticipated, granting it a variety of new abilities. The bacterium is now capable of mimicking more complex organic structures, manifesting in this case in the replacement of the reefback shell and eyes. These vital organs for survival and function have been replaced with a hard keratin structure seemingly made up of matter harvested from elsewhere. This blisterback is no longer alive, nor can it see. Studying this creature may reveal other abilities of the plague bacterium. Assessment: valuable research prospect. Passive but infected. Approach and treat with caution. Maybe that's how I get the infected flesh thing. Inverted spadefish. Inverted spadefish. The specimen is actually a heavily mutilated spadefish, though through an elaborate process. God, English. You know what? Restarting. This specimen is actually a heavily mutated spadefish through an elaborate plot. Brain. Restarting again. Inverted spadefish. This specimen is actually a heavily mutilated spadefish. Through an elaborate process, plague matter has made several cuts into its skin, splicing into it loose small portions that are then able to be flipped inward, resulting in its skin being turned inside out gradually. This process appears to be extremely painful. Unique swimming pattern. The inversion of the skin of the spadefish has also affected sensory organs, by extension its equilibrium. The inverted spadefish can then be observed swimming upside down with its mouth facing upwards. This disrupts its normal feeding instincts, causing it to slowly starve, leading to erratic and desperate behavior. Avoid or incapacitate to put it out of its misery. Mimic oculus. Resemblance to the species designated oculus, but is biologically different through enough to be designated as an entirely separate species. Its internal structure lacks proper organs and is instead entirely composed of plagued matter. This imposter is also significantly larger than the original species. While visually similar to the oculus, it appears to merely be pretending and invading this ecosystem, serving no purpose other than to replace the original species. Do not eat. Mimic peeper. Oh, there's a lot more for this one. This peeper variant appears to have been infected by the plague bacterium, changing both the appearance and its behavioral patterns. Enough of its body has been replaced by plague flesh to designate it as a separate species. Hind-facing jaws. The tail fin has been mutated into a set of sharp jaws, designated to easily feast on smaller fauna. Unusual swimming pattern. Uses the heft and momentum of its forebody to glide through the water at an alarming pace, often appearing to swim backwards. Unusual behavior. This peeper variant is hostile to all it encounters, unlike its passive cousins. Consumption of the flesh of this creature is not recommended and may lead to adverse and lethal side effects. Observing this creature may reveal information surrounding the plague bacterium designated the red plague. Further study highly recommended. Mutant boomerang. Ravenous, decimating local plant populations, also preying on fauna much larger than itself. God, I cannot read today. Creature appears to utilize energy from its digested food for nurturing new plague cells. The addition of multiple new deep red eyes appears to be unintentional and result in complex DNA conversion that occurs as part of its assimilation process. Teeth. Boomerang's serrated teeth, which are originally suited for eating tough coral and vegetation, are well suited for tearing through flesh. Plagued bladderfish. It's almost entirely been consumed by pustulous flesh. Any organs that it once had have been amalgamated into its body. Spiky protrusions, primarily used to tear up the flesh of predators and prey alike. Creature's incredibly bloated, limiting its mobility. Does not seem to deter the creature, however. Is surprisingly hostile all that it encounters. It's unclear whether this creature originated from or where this creature originated from or its purpose. Teeth. Infectious damage to the member of the species designated. Eye has experienced extensive alterations to form and diet. Mouth. Eyeball has been deteriorated and is reduced to a gaping hole with tooth-like bony protrusions. While it has no proper throat, its stomach has been exposed to the water, allowing the creature to digest anything that enters its mouth. Able to digest almost anything organic due to its metamorphical changes. Therefore, its behavior is developed to include primitive predatory habits. Though it lacks proper hunting instincts, don't let it bite you. You know, that's not scaring me. Interesting. Are you the inverted spadefish? No. What the heck? It's a little, like, diver thing. Ah, you're the inverted spadefish. What the heck? Not that. Not that. You lay down. Gonna be long cat and just lay down here. Hmm? Okay. That's fine. You just actually have to chill out. That sound like a plan? Is that a deal? You get free scritches and I get to play the game? Hmm? Well, you're purring, so I think the transaction is accepted.
Damage to plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge, bottom-dwelling life form.
I love the way that they talk about things in this game because they don't say that that's safe. They don't say huge bottom dwelling life form, but likely, you know, like not carnivorous or something like that. They just say, nope, huge life form. What the heck? I swear if this game just bugged my sea moth. F off, Warper. Seriously. What the heck are you doing, game? Alright, the sea moth has a mind of its own. I see. Stop! Oh, it died. What are you? Can I get you? Oh, you got some teeth. You still look at me even when you're dead, huh? Blood kelp trench. Hey, another. Ooh, wow. 2 more time capsules? Hello? My memories? These are important items for my journey. You have come across an intense survival situation. My sincerest apologies. You have come across this capsule on a mission for planetary colonization. Welcome, Godspeed.
Crash landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid kidney poachers.
A dangerous world. Careful out there, it's not as safe as you might think. I've put some useful stuff inside. They gave me a stasis rifle. This is really cool. Hello, Trench. Don't you have power transmitter fragments somewhere?
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage
Crap.
imminent.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating Terra in humans.
No power transmitter fragments anywhere. Is the blisterback gone now? No, he's still glitching out. Hi, blisterback. They say you're not alive and that I should be investigating you. You take damage. Gee, you're a little sporadic. Oh god, the thing's on me again. DNA tester fragment. Jeez.
Infection sampler blueprint added to database. Please take a sample from an infected creature and send it via shuttle to all Terra.
Okay, I did the thing. When they said not far from the Aurora, they literally meant in the crash zone next to the Aurora. Why not be a little bit more clear with that? They literally said not far. That was the only spot I've ever seen that. Like, where... Was there anywhere else that I was supposed to find that stuff? I still don't have the infection neutralizer. Or whatever, plague neutralizer, whatever it's called. I hope they give me the last thing I need for that. Enough of you, Reaper Leviathan. Like, that's what I'm saying. I just, like... I never saw that. That could have been in a couple more locations. Part of that is on me because I didn't have a Seamoth for a long time, so I can't be too mad. It's not like they were wrong. But I do feel like potential feedback on that. Give a couple more things. I saw, you know, crashed like shelves or whatever. Like, I saw shelves from like a research laboratory. I went in the Aurora and found the laboratory. You know, I was in that area before. I just didn't see that. Target must be infected. All right, I mean, that shouldn't be too hard. I'm infected. Can I sample me?
All systems online.
You're infected.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. This flesh sample shows high levels of intentional electromagnetic activity, as if it is trying to share information with a receiver. Analysis also shows it is extremely calorie dense.
Don't eat
This
it.
does not mean you should eat it. I suggest you report this to all Terra as soon as possible.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That's cool. This is when the mod's gonna get really cool. How do I report this to Altera?
I picked up some readings about the sample. Wow, this is way more interesting than I ever could have imagined. Please construct a shuttle platform so it can be safely sent to Altera. In case it goes as I expect, You should start stockpiling resources.
Shuttle platform.
Shuttle platform blueprints added to database. Please construct shuttle platforms above water to decrease the risk of interplanetary contamination. This is definitely not related to any budget cuts.
I like that. Computer chip lubricant? Okay, I mean, computer chip's not hard. Lubricant? This is why, right here, this is why you have to be growing your stuff by your base. Like this. The amount of lubricant and extra materials I've needed just for random stuff. Don't bite me. But this is always why you should have a grow bed with creep vine nearby. You never know when you're gonna need it. Lubricant and 5 titanium. I gotta have that. Okay, how do I make this? Like, where do I make this? And why don't you give me power? I don't understand why that doesn't give me anything. So I make it in the mobile vehicle bay. I have it pinned now. Exterior modules. Wait, must be constructed above water. Ooh, Red Plague radio. Hello.
Hey, this is Red Plague Research Team 7. We have a shortage of biochemical protection suits. Where are all the supplies? Altera seems too obsessed with the plague sample to give a damn about our struggles down here. Hell, one of our crewmates is breaking out in red pustules. Can anyone please deliver supplies to us? I'm attaching coordinates now.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Interesting. Where the heck is Red Plague? Research Team 7 needs supplies. Oh. Is there finally gonna be something in the Crag field? Oh, please tell me yes. That looks like Crag field to me. That is awesome if true. This is cool. I like this. The thing away. Climb ladder. Do I have to make a shuttle? No, I just put the samples in here. Good. Okay. Let's send 2 of them.
An all-terror research shuttle from orbit has been contacted and will reach your location very shortly.
That's gonna get exploded. Okay, well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I've got some things in mind and how I'm gonna fix my power situation, because that's kind of my top priority right now. I want to keep playing Red Plague for sure, but I have to figure out why my thermal power plant is not giving me the power that I need. That's why I made the base here, is because thermal power is great right here. So at the very worst, I'm thinking that I'll have to make power transmitters for some reason. Maybe that fixes it. I'm hoping a quit and reload will also fix this. But I'm going to try and investigate that and figure that out. I will gather materials for a modification station and that type of stuff so I can just get upgrades and kind of continue the story. And I may even gather materials for a prawn suit and for the grapple and drill arms, because I am about ready to delve into that. I can make some prawn suit upgrades. I already have all the things for it, so I may end up doing that too, but I'll do that off camera. Just try to record anything that is interesting. But the next episode will pick up from there. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Have a great day.